Maya and Rohan had been married for 10 years. From the outside, they looked perfect, a beautiful home, successful careers, and to lovely children. But inside the walls of their relationship, silence had grown louder than love. Conversations were short, kisses were rare, and arguments felt like cold wars that never ended. Their anniversary came and went with a polite nod. No gifts, no plans, no sparks, until Maya found an old photo, tucked inside a cookbook, one from their original honeymoon in Kerala. A younger version of them smiled into the camera, full of dreams and laughter. Her fingers trembled as she held it, and something deep inside her ached. Later that night, she quietly booked a trip. When she told Rohan, he was surprised. "A second honeymoon?" he asked, arching a brow. "We need this," she whispered, "or we'll lose us." He didn't argue. They flew to the same beach resort they had gone to 10 years earlier. But this time, the mood was different. The silence between them was heavier than ever. They shared a bed but felt like strangers. On the first night, Maya woke to the sound of the ocean. She stepped outside onto the balcony and stared into the waves, wondering when the man who once made her laugh until she cried had become someone she could barely talk to. The next morning, she found something on her breakfast tray, a folded napkin with a handwritten note. "You looked beautiful standing by the ocean last night. I saw you. I just didn't know how to reach you." Her heart fluttered. The notes became a silent language. Each day, they left little messages for each other in unexpected places. "Remember when you got sunburned on our first trip and made me rub aloe on your back for hours? You still do that little head tilt when you're deep in thought. I always loved that. I miss being your favorite person." The notes said things they couldn't say out loud. The walls between them slowly cracked. One evening, it rained heavily. Power flickered. Candles were lit in the resort. Rohan and Maya sat across from each other, the flickering light softening their features. "I almost left last year," Maya confessed, voice barely audible. "I know," he replied. "I saw you packing one night. I pretended to be asleep. Why didn't you stop me? I didn't know how to fix us." She reached across the table and held his hand. "Maybe we both forgot that love isn't something you find and keep. It's something you choose, over and over." That night, they made love not out of routine, but out of rediscovery. It wasn't perfect. It was raw, emotional, healing. The next morning, Rohan gave her a box. Inside was a string of tiny paper hearts. Each one had something written on it: memories, compliments, promises. "I started writing these a year ago," he said. "I didn't know if I'd ever give them to you." Maya smiled through tears. "I'm glad you did." When they returned home, things didn't magically change. There were still dishes, work deadlines, and the rush of parenthood. But now, they left notes on pillows and tucked love letters into lunchboxes. They had been lost, but the second honeymoon had brought them back to where it all began. Not just to the resort, not just to each other, but to the choice to love again and again. Thanks for watching. Please like and hit the subscribe button.